if you think about your motivation ever since you first started the first business and up to today, do you think it has changed, it has evolved, or it's been very stable, basically focusing on what you love doing, as you mentioned before?
I think it's evolved, certainly, in terms of the content of the motivation, in terms of the problems that I'm solving, a mode of contribution that is quite different, less intense, but hopefully higher, high impact, less intense, day to day. But I also enjoy being able to have, more control over my schedule. I also really enjoy picking and choosing and being extremely selective about what it is that I do and how I spend my time. And also being able to take an afternoon off and play golf. So does that mean my motivation has decreased? I guess in some sense, maybe it does, but I don't feel that way. I feel like on the things that I'm involved in, I'm very committed to helping them be successful, but I'm just not doing it 24/7 in a way that, the weight of all of the responsibilities on my shoulders. And that's very, very different.
And this is exactly what I'm trying to understand better and learn from you. How did you create that balance or that integration in your life?
I tend to think very consciously, usually on Sundays, about kind of how I'm going to spend my time that week, what the next couple of weeks looks like. And when you're on boards, particularly in public companies, some of those things are set, most of those meetings are set a year in advance, so you don't have any flexibility on those things. But other than that, I really do. And if I've got a lot of things coming up, say in earnings season, where a lot of the board meetings tend to stack, I am just very conscious of not overloading myself, not committing. And if I feel like if I need a day, for example, to just not have anything on my calendar or want to go play golf with my husband, I just block the day. And I proactively do that. And that's something that my husband and I have started doing in about the last year or so. And it's really worked very well. One of the things that's been great, and I would really encourage other people to do when they get to this sort of stage of their life, is be a part of a community where other people are in the same stage of life, because they tend to pull you into things that are fun and different and outside of business. And I tend to live in you saw where I lived, in this great building in Florida, and there's a great community of people here, many of whom have worked for, many decades like we have, and are in a similar stage of life. And so part of what's great about it is that, we get pulled into a lot of fun things, people who are at a similar stage of life who will help you, kind of tempt you with kind of fun things that get you, and then you so that some of it happens naturally. But I think you just have to be very mindful of how you want to spend your time, because in my case, and I've been guilty of this over and over again, because I'm interested in lots of things having to do with technology and companies and where they're going, if I'm not mindful of it, I will have a full, solid week of meetings, and I will feel like I'm working full time. And I just will not let myself, do that at this point. And it's, I think over the last, 2 years, I've really gotten to a great balance that way.